Okay, so you're seeing a slightly different window now. I did this because splicing an old video that I recorded for last year's class, which is still relevant, with some material from this year's class. So what you're seeing now is a terminal shell window. It's in OS 10, but you would see the same thing if you were doing this in Windows. And when you log in, the VM automatically puts you in a directory called /student, or a folder called /student. There's some simple basic Linux commands that you probably should learn since you're going to be messing around in this environment a little bit. So one command is ls, which stands for list. So if I type ls, I'll get a list of the folders or directories that exist here. You see one that says CSC 314, another one says CSC 324. Obviously, the CSC 324 is going to apply to this class. So there's some content in that folder, and I think probably what you want to do is use that folder to store any work that you're doing for the class. There's another thing that you can do, pwd. Pwd is going to show you the directory that you're currently in. And there's another thing called cd, and cd will change directories. So why don't we do cd to CSC 324? All right. Now, you can see by the prompt, but also if we do pwd, that we're in /student/CSC 324. If you just type cd and press enter, it's going to bring you to the home directory. The home directory is not /student. It is /home/Ubuntu, which makes a lot of sense. If we do an ls here, you can see all kinds of crazy directories, including Eclipse. That's an interesting IDE that you can work with, but we're not going to work with it in this class. But I want to go back to /student, so I'm going to say cd /student /CSC 324, and now do an ls. So there's two folders in here, Basics and Book Loader. Those contain content that we're going to talk about in the class. You can look at them if you want to. But for right now, what we're going to do is just create a little simple hello program right here in the CSC 324 directory. So how we do that is we're going to use an editor called Emacs, E-M-A-C-S. And this editor is awesome. It runs in every single programming environment that you could possibly think of. It's everywhere, including Windows. And there's a tutorial. There's lots of online help and stuff like that, but I'm going to give you a quick tutorial on how to work with Emacs. So the first thing you want to do is open a file. So you do that by holding the control character down and press X. And then let up the control character and press F. Oops, let's try that again. Hold the control character down, press X, and then keeping the control character down, press F. It says find a file, and we're going to make up a file. We're going to call it hello.py. The py stands for Python. All right, Python's such an easy language to learn. We just want to print hello. So I'm going to use the command print, and I'll use single quotes, hello world. A couple exclamation points. And we don't do semicolons. You can, but you don't have to. All right, I'm done with my program. All right, really simple. I'm going to hit Control X and then press the S key to save. And it says, do you really want to save? Yes. And then I'm going to get out by hitting Control X and C. Oops, sorry. Control X and Control C. So I'm holding the control character down, pressing X and then C. All right. Now, if I do an ls, you'll see that hello.py is now something that's in the current directory. And if I say Python space hello.py, my program will run. Pretty awesome, huh? Let's just do a little bit more with Emacs. I'm going to type Emacs hello.py. Do that, and now I'm editing this file. So, this is a keyboard-based editor, the way it's currently set up. So you're going to have to learn some basic keyboard commands. So let's say I want to add a little more text here. I'm going to press enter a couple times, and I'm going to put a comment in here. So if you want to move up, press the up key, up arrow. If you want to move down, press the down arrow. If you want to move right, press the right arrow. If you want to move left, press the left arrow. So that should make sense, right? So I'm moving right, moving left, moving up. I'll put a comment in here. This is my first comment. Let's spell comment correctly. Some other keyboard characters that might be useful to know. If you want to find something, let me go back to the top here. If I do Control S, that will search for something. So if I'm looking for something in the code, hello. You can also do search and replace. So to do that, you do Escape X, string replace. Ooh, let's spell that correctly. Replace. Trying lots of commands here. Meta X replace string. There we go. Came back to me. So I'm going to type the string hello, and I want to replace it with goodbye. Kind of grim. Goodbye world. All right, and I'll save that. Control X, S. Yes, I want to save this. Let's get back out. Control X, Control C, and then type Python hello. Now I could type it out, but I'm going to use the up arrow key, and I can circulate through the commands that I've already typed. Python hello. Goodbye world. All right, that's good enough for now.